Hey, what's up, MMC family? Welcome back to the Millennial ManCave. It's your boy Jeff, back here in some Seattle Mariners rebuild. Getting back in some action here. As you see, we've gotten close in 2 seasons at the helm here with the Mariners. I thought we've done pretty well. You know, I feel like we've made some good strides going forward. Obviously, we're coming off a massive back-to-back World Series victory in our Toronto Blue Jays rebuild sim series, and now heading off back to Seattle here, hoping we can get a victory here and move on to our next team in this awesome little series we got going here for you guys. Now, of course, off seasons mean changes to the team. What does that mean for you guys for this episode of the Seattle Mariners? Well, let's go take a look. Heading on over to our roster here, you're going to see some big changes. Getting started off here in the starting pitching, James Paxton will return, obviously, as our ace this year. Steve Matz, new face here in the lineup, bringing in a pretty good lefty, 28. I thought the age was great, good overall. Feeling pretty confident about what he brings to the table. Trevor Bauer going to get an opportunity here in the starting rotation. Moving out from some of those weaker pitchers we had. I thought that starting pitching was somewhere we really had to upgrade on, and I feel pretty confident with the addition of these guys. Kyle Hendricks also going to be kicking in here. I believe we had him last season. I just feel like a really good piece. And giving a little bit of an update here and a little upgrade, Erasmo Ramirez now going to get a starting role with the team, leaving us some half-decent depth as our 6, 7 spots, acquiring Chad Kuhl and Marco Gonzalez still kicking around here at 75. A half-decent 7 option if need be through some injuries. Andrew Moore still kicking around here. Mac Povsey, Sam Carlson, Matt Festa, Oliver Jassky. So you can see we really didn't get rid of any of our future players here. Kirby Anderson, Darren Gage. Still got some youngsters. We still got some guys up the pipeline. Should this franchise require us to go that late? I'm hoping we don't. Look at the relievers now. Drew Steckenrider still kicking around here with the Mariners. Big acquisition for us. 88 overall. John Brebbia, nice little upgrade here. 86, looking really solid. I'm liking what I see out of the relievers going into the season. Cal Barraclough, another piece from Miami. Louis Garcia, another 83 piece here. Brian Shaw, 81, another recent acquisition. Tony Zite kicking around from free agency. We picked him up for some depth. Jose Torres here as well, half decent age, lefty. Art Warren getting up there now, up to 73. Chasen Bradford, he's 30. I don't really count him as a prospect. Pazos. We got Irving Clark here, 65, 23B, someone we can definitely look to for some future depth, and maybe Wyatt Mills at some point. So looking pretty good here. Heading on over to our closing pitchers. Edwin Diaz, still our guy here, 87 overall. However, we do have rookie prospect here, Bruce Erasmus, who's a top 50 prospect already out of the blue. 1976 A potential. Just really a great opportunity for us here to have just a phenomenal backup piece. Looking here at the catchers, so JT Realmuto coming back in this season with Austin Barnes. Don't really have any other depth outside of that for the catching position, so fingers crossed we don't get any injuries. First base, Ryan Healy coming back this year. I'm going to hold them down for now. We'll see kind of what happens as we go on with the season here. I kind of started looking at some of these guys and whether or not they really make sense to keep. But for now, Healy will stay. Ian Desmond we picked up here just for some depth. I feel like he's a guy who kind of gives us, a lot of positions that he can play. And he's somebody who's actually not a bad player, just kind of all-around player. Cameron Perkins kicking around here, 29B. Josh Naylor I acquired in a deal, a little Canadian boy action here. We have his boy, James Paxton here, so made an acquisition. We don't know whether or not he'll even end up being able to play for us, but he is there. Evan White, also another youngster here, so there's a little bit of depth there at first base. Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez, still kicking around from last year, and Whit Merrifield, a nice little upgrade that I thought would bring us some depth. And I believe he was on the roster last year. So these two I feel like are really going to hold it down for us again this year. I expect nothing but good things out of both of them. Justin Roth also here for some depth. Looks like he could be panning out sometime soon. 21, 77, and a B. Third base, big change. Kyle Seager has been moved on from. I got a little bit younger here. Eugenio Suarez from the Reds. 28, 87 overall. He's got to see potential, but if he helps us now, it really shouldn't be an issue. Julio Bravo, also an option here at third base, 21 with a B, 66 overall. Something we definitely can look out for. Shortstop, Trey Turner returning here, hitting back to his actual numbers he should be at here. 86, 26, looking really good. Rosel Herrera, a little bit of depth, 27, 72 and a B. Nothing really much coming the rest of the way here. Taylor Motter, I mean, we'll call him up as we need him. Left field here, our breakout star last year, Mitch Haniger. 29, 90, A potential, had a phenomenal season. Kind of excited to see what he's going to bring us this year. Franchi Cordero, just some depth, and Adam Hasley, who we acquired, apparently who I have a love connection with. Give me a call, Adam. Kind of coming in here, hoping that he might be able to bring some depth for us very soon as well. Heading off to center field, Albert Almora Jr., a name that you've probably seen in some past franchises with Chef Tom and I. A guy that I kind of hope will be panning out sooner than later. He gets up into the 80s, I think we're laughing. Sam Trujillo here, young little piece. Sebastian Rincon, a name that we can look out for. And the rest really are just kind of here. Heading out into right field, you'll see another massive change here, guys. Yasiel Puig taking over here in right. I think a massive upgrade for us. A guy who's going to be able to hit for contact, bring a little bit of power, be a good fielder out there. I think this is a really good signing for us from free agency. So 86. And, of course, a little one-year deal action here for Nelly Cruz, bringing him back. Hopefully he can just bring us some pop. And Julio Rodriguez here, 2063B, is the prospect coming down the pipeline. So that is our roster heading in, guys. Let's go through spring training as per usual and see how this team starts to answer to what we put together. So 7-0, 8-0, pretty much to get started here. Kind of really showing off some good numbers. 18-10 to finish off spring training. I think that's a very exciting way to get things started. Let's hope the guys here keep up this torrid pace. Heading over to the roster now, make sure what we got. So we got our 5 starters. Paxton, Hendricks, Matz, Bauer, and Ramirez looking good. Relief pitchers, we typically carry 6. Steckenrider, Brebbia, Barraclough, Shaw, Zeik. That's 5. So we actually want Louis Garcia. Jose Torres looks to be getting the look. What's our... yeah, okay, we got the options here. So I'm going to call up Garcia. He should technically be getting the start. We'll let Jose go down to AAA for now. And Garcia turns up to an 80 as we call him up. So we're going to monitor him because he did go up and down, I remember, last season. So we'll keep an eye on him this year. Closing pitchers, Diaz is up, looking good. JT Realmuto and Austin Barnes going to be holding over. Ryan Healy and Ian Desmond here looking really good as well. Both of them should be up. We also have Hernandez and Merrifield. That makes sense. Eugenio Suarez up there at third. Trey Turner up there at short. Haniger and Franchi Cordero. Alberto Almora Jr., Yasiel Puig, and Nelson Cruz. So the team looks good. Those are the right guys that I had up. Let's take a look at our lineup. Versus right-handed pitchers, Trey Turner in the leadoff spot, Cesar Hernandez, Mitch Haniger, Nelson Cruz, Yasiel Puig, Albert Almora Jr., Eugenio Suarez, Ryan Healy, Austin Barnes. Against lefties, Trey Turner, Cesar Hernandez, Mitch Haniger, Eugenio Suarez, Ryan Healy, Albert Almora Jr., Yasiel Puig, Whit Merrifield, and JT Realmuto. Now, are you guys ready to get into some simming action? Time to get this season started. Let's see what we can do with these Seattle Mariners in season number 3. Heading on over here, let's get the sim started. Starting off strong, 7-0 right now. Absolutely incredible. 9-0, 10-0, 11 straight wins before our first loss. Let's hope this is a sign of things to come this year. This Mariners team may get a nice quick turnaround. So at the point of playing Houston, who are 11-14, we are 19-7. Let's keep rolling through here as we usually do. We'll sim up to the first player draft before we start making any assessments. We did go a little bit of a losing streak there at the end of April, losing to Baltimore and Houston, 4 straight losses before picking back up the rest of the Baltimore series and sweeping San Diego, losing Houston series. Let's keep rolling through here. Oh, big deal here. Gregory Polanco going over to the Baltimore Orioles. Heading back the other way, Alec Hansen and Engilb Vielma going to the Red Sox. So apparently the Orioles are buyers. Interesting. Let's see how the sim goes. We sweep Oakland. We lose to Texas. We take the Minnesota series. Here we are at the Dodgers at 32-16. Heading onto Toronto series, actually. Get swept by the Dodgers. We take 3 of 4 from Minnesota. We take the Baltimore series. Come on. Yeah, we take 3 of 4 from Toronto. We are 40-21, 2 days away from the first player draft. We just slapped the Angels 15-2. We're 20 games over 500 right now. Back down to 19, splitting the series with the Angels. Going to the first player draft here. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully, okay, so that's pick 21. Let's see what we can find here. So starting pitcher, our pitching depth looks to be pretty solid. Catcher is relatively thin. Now here's a little bit of a prospect that's going to take some time. Paul Lane, 55 out of the draft. Not looking like a guy I want to put some time into. I'm kind of looking here to see what's readily available and what'll be available really quickly. And that seems to be relievers at this point. Freddie Smith could really help us out in the relief front. I'm going to take my chances on him going off the board, drafting best player available, and to me, that's what it looks like. Relievers is a spot that we definitely need to upgrade on, similar to our Blue Jays franchise. So let's see what else we get here. Brandon Fries here, third base prospect. Have one for second here. Corey Fellows as well. These guys are supposed to be ready at 2021, 2022, so 65 out of the draft. For Fellows, Brandon Fry, 75 out of the draft. Looking like he might be ready sooner than later. Take a look here at Phil Parr, 70. So I'm going to take my chances here on Brandon Fries. He might be able to kind of jump in there and maybe replace Eugenio Suarez, or at least bring some depth if we do have a next season. Continuing to move on here, Dante Napier. Kicking around here, Kenji Kondo. So he's a little bit of a project. Kenji Kondo, perhaps not, from Japan. Right-handed pitcher, 75, 4-pitch. I'm going to take my chances, go off the board here again. I like when guys are ready earlier than later. So in these rebuild series, they're kind of the ones that we have to bank on to try and get these done sooner than later. Starting pitchers. Okay, so we got Barney Frederickson here. Looks to be not too bad, 5'9". Good contact hitter with some okay power. Not too bad, good stealing. John Itzo plays the entire outfield. Switch hitter from Japan, 5'7", 22. Not exactly liking the numbers that I see. However, they do have some accuracy in him potentially becoming an 80. So I'm going to go with John Ito. See what else we got here coming up in round 5. Let's hope this first player draft goes very well for us. Our first year player draft. So Barney Frederickson is still kicking around in the 80s. They also have Leno Hoyt. Apparently 80 out of the draft. I'm going to take my chances, go off the board here. And let's see what else we got here to finish off for round number 6. Okay, so 75, Richie Lincoln. Should be ready sooner than later. Sure, 65 out of the draft. Right-hander from Missouri. Why not? Taking kind of what's readily available. And that will end the first-year player draft. Let's see how our draft picks have gone. So Freddie Smith, our first pick, not looking great at all. 67, deep potential. We got fake news. Brandon Fries here. Okay, you know what? Not too bad. I can see him being a good depth guy. He's 71 of the draft. Potentially goes up to 78. If you've seen like Eugenio Suarez, he did grow. So I will take that for depth. Kenji Kondo, C62 from Japan. 73 potential, not really going to bother. John Ito, 54, another big project. I'm not going to waste my time. Leno Hoyt, 75. I'll actually take him for depth. So we'll give him a shot. And our last pick, Richie Lincoln, B potential 67. So our last pick was our best pick. This is by far probably one of our worst drafts we've had. A little bit sad on that front, but we keep moving forward here. So we have a 3-game lead right now on the Angels, who we just split a series with. So let's keep getting through to the end of June, where we typically stop and reassess our team. So we just split a series with Oakland. We just lost to Houston. We took out Cleveland. We lost to Boston. We just lost to Cleveland this time. Continuing the sim here, completely taking out the Yankees. We did take the Yankee series. We took 3 or 4 from Boston. And we are at the Oakland series now. So let's finish off this quick 2-gamer in Oakland, which we just split. And we are 54 and 34, 20 games over 500. Let's go take a look to see how this roster is doing right now. James Paxton right now looking pretty solid, 7 and 4, 2.16 ERA, doing really well. Cal Hendricks, 7-0, 1.8 ERA, absolutely dominating. Steve Matz, 9 and 4, 3.18, looking great. Trevor Bauer, problem child here, 2 and 8, 503. Maybe we moved on from him. And Erasmo Ramirez, 7 and 3, 2.7, looking fantastic. So Bauer maybe is a potential move for us. Steckenrider, 2 and 3, 2.81, can't be mad there. John Brebbia, 1 and 4, 496. I'm not loving that. Louis Garcia, 4 and 2, 194, playing very well. Cal Barraclough, 1 and 2, 752, not looking good. Brian Shaw, 5 and 2, 628, also not looking good. So our relievers are the problem. 5 and 2, 602. Definitely maybe some room for improvement here. Look at our closer. Diaz looking great. 4 0, 2.52. Couldn't be happier with that. JT Real Muto showing some fire here. 6 home runs, 266. Austin Barnes is injured right now. So we will call up Chris Herman to replace him for now. Actually, how long is Barnes out? 2 to 3 more weeks. Yeah, you know what? It makes sense. We'll move. add him to the 40-man roster, and call him up because we are short right now. Give him his shot. Ryan Healy, 13 home runs, 249. Not too bad. Cam Perkins apparently playing better right now than Ian Desmond. But Desmond's numbers don't look bad. 264 and 4 home runs. I'm okay with that for a depth guy. He's 34. Cesar Hernandez, 298, 10 home runs, playing very well. Whit Merrifield, 274, 4 home runs. Can't be mad with that either. Eugenio Suarez, 13 home runs, 248. I'd like to see his average get up, but he is bringing some power. Trey Turner, 230, 11 home runs, not playing where I hoped he'd be. Mitch Haniger, this is a big problem. 5 to 6 months. That is a massive, massive loss for us right now. 312 average, 19 home runs, officially off our roster. Franchi Cordero not playing great, 3 home runs, 183. Hasley only at 68. I don't really know if he's ready to be called up. Albert Almora Jr. trying to hit that peak right now. 12 home runs, 300 average. Yaziel Puig up to 88, 265, 11 home runs. Nelly Cruz, 15 home runs, 251. John Andrioli. So you know what? I'm going to call up Adam Hasley. He's going to have to fill that spot for now, as we have Haniger going to be out for a little bit. Get that full roster. So we're not looking too bad, guys. Let me take a quick peek into our relievers, maybe make a couple trades, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we got our first deal here. We're going to be moving on from Trevor Bauer and Kyle Barraclough, throwing in Taylor Motter. He's 30. He's never really coming up. He's just got a little bit of money there, so you can move on from that contract. Taking over from the Padres, Joey Lucchesi, as an Italian, I would pronounce it Lucchesi. You know, he's playing very well right now. Good left-hander. He's young. Pretty much replacing Bauer in the lineup right away. And Carter Capps, a little bit of an upgrade on what we have for Barraclough right now. So I'm going to make this deal. That's our first one. Give me another chance to look at another trade, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So for now, I'm going to run with what we got. I didn't want to kind of overdo it and overspend on anything right now. We are still first in the division by 2.5 games. So let's see how the guys respond heading into the end of July with the changes that we made. So we can already see we're starting to get some losses here. So Archie Bradley, big deal, headed over to the Nationals from the Diamondbacks for Alexander Lyles, Pedro Bruno, and Carter Kieboom. So Diamondbacks for selling. Nationals, as usual, are on the buyer side. Phillies also buyers here. Jose Quintana heading over, and other way going Jake Arrieta to the Cubs and Roman Quinn. So Arrieta back on the Cubs and Jose Quintana heading out to Philadelphia. Let's see how the sim keeps going here. We got a couple losses here through KC, through Houston. Picking up some more dubs here, heading to the Chicago series. We're going to skip through now. So we're only 19 games over 500 right now, working our way through the All-Star break. We took the Texas series. Okay, so we may have just got somebody come back here from injury, which is huge for us. And who is it? It is so Austin Barnes is back. So Chris Herman will get sent down. He has 0 hits and 9 at-bats. Absolutely useless. Nice and easy now for Barnes to head back into the lineup. And as I said, let's sim through here to the end of July. So Texas takes 2 wins. San Francisco gets the win. You know, split series there. We swept Oakland. We lost the series to the Angels. So we are 22 games over right now. Today is the trade deadline. Let's take a look to see if any more trades are available. All right, guys, so we got our deal here. I think this one's really going to help us out. Trading with the Nationals, moving on from Brian Shaw, moving on from John Brebbia and Matt Festa. Kind of a little bit of a younger pitcher, but a little bit on the older side, too, at 26. Pulling in Michael Taylor for some outfield depth during the injury to Mitch Haniger. And then bringing in Trevor Gott and Coda Glover. I think it'll make us a little bit more well-rounded. Brings in a little bit of that extra depth that I feel like we're going to need to go forward. I mean, it only makes sense right now. The team is playing very well. And I think the only way you reward them is bringing in some key pieces to help them continue in. Now, while doing this trade, I did notice that we are having some injury issues again. So there's Coda Glover, there's Trevor Gott. Hopefully going to help us hold through here for a nice strong playoff run. Okay, so catchers were okay. Looking okay here. Ian Desmond, yep. Whit Merrifield. Okay, so there's Cesar Hernandez, who is now down with an injury. 1 to 2 months with a broken leg. So this kind of has me questioning right now, who is up? Okay, so 1-2, that was the same as before because we did have Desmond up as an option. So he does technically play some of these infield spots, so maybe not necessarily having to make a massive judgment call here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tony Zike here not playing too great, 5.87. So I'm going to send him down to AAA, and we will give Jose Torres a chance here to come up. He's 80 overall. We got this one, looks fine. So where are we carrying too many guys right now, I think is my question. And, okay, so left field, Mitch Haniger still on the DL. So Michael Taylor is the extra player that we have up right now. Nelly Cruz still bringing us the power that we need. Michael Taylor. So Franchy Cordero not playing very well. I think I might maybe send him down to the minors because it looks like Adam Hasley is playing incredibly well for us right now. So I'm going to move Franchy down. I'm going to let Hasley take that spot full time with Michael Taylor. And then we're going to go call up Justin Roth, who's up to an 80 right now, and I think deserves a good chance here to make a push for the team and come up to the majors. Okay, so with that being said, now we are ready to go to continue simming through the trade deadline here. So let's keep rolling through. So we just took the Arizona series. We just split the series with the Dodgers. We split the series with the Angels. We lost to San Francisco. We took Houston. We swept the Angels there. Let's keep rolling through here, going to the end of the month in August. We just took the Texas series. We just swept Houston. We just tied Texas. Nope, can't play it. We got to go back. So, okay, so an injury here is done. Always a good news story. So who's coming back off injury here? Okay, so hold on. Merrifield's kind of injured now, but not kind of long term. Hernandez looks to be back. Wow, so Justin Roth has been playing absolutely incredible since he came up. This is a bit of a tough one here. Do we maybe... So Hernandez plays third and shortstop with Merrifield. So I think maybe I'm going to send down Ian Desmond, since we do have so many outfielders, and let Justin Roth stay up and reward him for his solid play. So this will let us keep rolling through here. Okay, so there we go. We lose there. So we're 82 and 55 in September. Let's see how we can keep through here. There we go. AAA team moving on. AA team moving on. Let's keep going, guys. We sweep Detroit. AA continues to move on. We took the Toronto series. AAA's moving on. The White Sox we swept. The Travelers won the Texas League Championship Series. There we go. AAA won the Championship Series. AAA lost in the National Championships. That's okay. So there we go. We got swept by the Angels. We're at 93 victories right now. Let's see how we finish off strong. We sweep Texas. We lose the Yankees series. And here we go. A 4-gamer against Tampa. Can we hit 100 wins? Oh, just missed it. 99 wins, guys. 63. An incredible third season here. Very happy with how the guys played. Let's go see how they finished off their seasons. So James Paxton, 13 and 9, 263, an incredible ace season for him. Steve Matz, a little cold, but 15 and 5, 309, looking great. Kyle Hendricks, 14 and 4, 276. Joey Lucchesi killed it, 10 and 6, 298. And Erasmo Ramirez, 13 and 8, 3.42. Not bad for a fifth starter. Relief pitchers here, so Steckenrider kind of slowed down a little bit at the end, 2 and 4, 4.27. Coda Glover, 8 and 4, 3.47. Trevor Gott, lights out, 2.29 over 59 innings. Jose Torres looked incredible since he came up, 6 and 1, 2.1. Carter Capps, okay, so he dropped off a bit, 1 and 4, 4.29. And Luis Garcia, 6 and 3, 2.08. You know what? We'll take it. Closing pitchers, Diaz, 7 and 1, 2.47. Good job, buddy. Keep growing. Austin Barnes here apparently is officially our #1 guy from an overall perspective. 255 home runs. JT Realmuto, 10 home runs, 251. So I'd say respectable for catchers. Ryan Healy, 283, 29 home runs. Looked absolutely great this year. So happy to see him have a good bounce back season. Cesar Hernandez, 14 home runs, 301 average. Whit Merrifield, 8 home runs, 288. And Justin Roth, 4 home runs, 333. These guys are looking really good for us. Heading over to third base, 266, 21 home runs for Eugenio Suarez, so he finished the season strong. Trey Turner, 270, 24 home runs, also finished strong. Mitch Haniger here, still on the DL, the torn Achilles, 2 to 3 months. So his season finished early with 312, 19 home runs. Franchy Cordero up to an 80, playing really well in the minors right now, 405. Adam Hasley, not looking so great, 176. So I think maybe moving into the playoffs here, can we add him to the playoff roster? Not eligible. That's unfortunate. So we are going to have to run with Hasley. Alberto Moro Jr., strong season, 21 home runs, 288. Michael Taylor looking not bad, 268, 16 home runs, pitching in. Yaziel Puig, great season, 29 jacks, 287. And Nelson Cruz dropping off the table from an average side, but still giving us 21 home runs in that DH spot. So, pretty confident what the team brought here, guys. Let's head on over to the playoffs. Here we go. The first round against Cleveland. Paxton and Kluber, that's a loss. Come on. Steve Matz, that's a loss. Please tell me we're not about to get swept. Joey Lucchesi, and we get swept by Cleveland in the first round. What a waste of a season. Almost 100 wins and then couldn't get a dub in the finals. And the Red Sox lost here. So, to the Phillies, who were, I guess we saw, buyers. So we did get swept by Cleveland, who then got lost 4-1 to Boston, who then lost 4-2 to the finals. So let's take a peek here into what the awards look like. I think the loss of Mitch Haniger really hurt us, guys. So VCL Garcia is the World Series MVP. Let's keep scrolling through here. MVP of the season, Aaron Judge. Chris Sale, Cy Young, in back-to-back-to-back years. Andrew Benintendi won the batting title. Aroldis Chapman, reliever of the year. Hank Lemieux, great name, rookie of the year. Mike Trout won the Hank Aaron. Gold Glove, Garrett Richards, Sally Perez, Pedro Alvarez, Gleyber Torres, Zach Cozart, Jose Iglesias, Teoscar Hernandez, Kevin Kiermaier. Yasiel Puig won the Gold Glove in right field. Good stuff. Jorge Bonifacio, Silver Slugger, Gary Sanchez, Miguel Cabrera, Jason Kipnis, Alex Bregman, Carlos Correa, Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Andrew Benintendi, Didi Gregorius won the postseason MVP for Boston. So back-to-back years of Boston players won the postseason MVP, but the World Series MVP goes to the winning team there in a VCL Garcia with the Philadelphia Phillies. So let's let's look into simming to the offseason, see what we have coming up and what we have to look forward to. So first base coach has decided to retire. We have to replace him. And farm director has ended. Here comes all of our qualifying offers. So Nelson Cruz officially retiring. We're going to have to look into replacing him and the power he's brought us. Michael Saunders retires. Anybody else kind of note here? Jake Petreka, Miguel Gonzalez, Hunter Pence, Sergio Romo, Jordan Zimmerman. Any other big ones here? Robinson Cano, Wade LeBlanc, JB Shuck, Yunel Escobar, Chase Darno. Yeah, pretty much say, oh, there you go. Ryan Howard, Antonio Bastardo, Peter Borges, John Broxton, Chris Carter, Andrew Kashner, Julius Chassin, Chris Coughlin, Adam Conley, Zach Duke. So some half-decent names retiring. Anybody getting to the Hall of Fame? Robinson Cano, not surprised at all. So here we go. Here's what we have for our exclusive free agents. Erasmo Ramirez, Carter Capps, Michael Taylor. So not too bad to get started. We'll see how everything goes on. We have to sign our first base, third base, and farm director. And we will sim to free agency. So guys, here you go. Season 3 in the books with the Mariners. The team's, I think, looking good. We really turned a corner there. Almost 100 wins in Season 3. We won the division. But we have to get stronger here for the playoffs. I think losing Mitch Haniger obviously was a big game changer for us. If he was healthy, I think, we get some more run support, and we do have a lot better season. So thank you so much for dropping by again, guys. Looking forward to season number 4 here with the Seattle Mariners rebuild. We'll see some big differences, I think, this offseason. We'll go do some shopping and see if we can match our Blue Jays 4-season World Series title, bar that we set. That Cincy 1 and 2 season is going to be very hard to match. So again, thank you for dropping by. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can as you watch these videos with MMC. Let's keep building this family. As you know, we hit 1,000 subscribers a couple days back, and we're looking to keep now a new goal, maybe 5,000 subs. Hit that 5-number sub at 10,000. Those are the goals. Let's get there, guys, and with your help, we can do it. So with hitting those like buttons, if you haven't hit subscribe already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on, keep leaving the fire comments on all the videos, and share some videos with your friends, family. Just let's keep getting the MMC videos out there and keep building this family together as we continue to grow and bring some more fun stuff and great content for you guys. Down below in the descriptions, you'll find all of our social media links. If you're not following us, go follow now. As I mentioned on every video, big things coming up in case you're a new viewer and don't know. So myself and my co-host Chef Tom are both getting married this year. I'm moving into my own home very shortly in the next 3 or 4 weeks, which means there's going to be a brand new setup and a setup video coming up for you guys. It's going to be really, really awesome. Definitely a lot better than what we're working with right now, which you guys will see in that video because I did snap a couple pictures. But it's bound to be really, really cool. So you guys are going to want to stay tuned for that. And of course, follow the rest of those links. Social media will be picking up in a big way going forward. Also down there, we have some promo codes for our partners, Clutch Chairz and Insane Labs. Get yourself some great products, save yourself some money. If it wasn't for our great chairs, our gaming table coming up, and of course the Insane Labs products that keeps us awake in these late night shoots, we wouldn't be able to do this. So check out the product. It's MMC approved from your boys. We wouldn't tell you to pick it up otherwise. And of course, ending it all off, as per the usual, go check out our store with Redbubble. The link will be up in the corner as always. Great merchandise there. If you sign up for their emails, you can save some great cash because they let you know about when they have their big sales. Upwards of 25% off. They do have great prices. They do ship international, so don't be afraid if you live overseas or anywhere else because they will ship to you, and the prices are awesome, and you can get some great deals if you sign up for those emails. They got a wide array of products. So guys, for those of you who grabbed something, please send us those pictures. For those who haven't, if you want to grab some stuff, send us a picture of you rocking your MMC merchandise, and we are going to post a little thank you to you, personalized on our social media, showing you as our little models, if you will, and as the star of the show. So guys, this is where I leave you now. Your boy Jeff signing out here. You know, I think the best way to put it is let's keep rebuilding these Seattle Mariners. Keep it twirling.